We know for sure that Squid Game Season 3 will be the final chapter of Gi-hun's story. This information was confirmed by director of the show Wing Dong-hyuk in one of his interviews. But what kind of ending awaits the main character of the show? Watch till the end to be the first to find out. You might not know, but Gi-hun's story was originally meant to end a long time ago, at the end of Season 1. Following the events of Season 1, after a year since the Squid Game, Gi-hun finally starts spending his winnings. On his way to board a plane to America to see his daughter, he finds a card with the Squid Game host's number in his pocket. But when he calls and asks, "Who are you?" he is ordered to board the plane and leave. Instead, Gi-hun turns back, leaves the airport, and starts his personal investigation, which leads us into Season 2. This is a story we are all familiar with. However, this ending was originally different, as confirmed by Squid Game director Wing Dong-hyuk. In the first version, Gi-hun actually gets on the plane and leaves. Yes, this version was actually filmed and is currently stored somewhere on the filming studio's shelves. During filming, two endings were shot, and the version we see was chosen as the final one. Perhaps, back in Season 1, the director had already considered ending Gi-hun's story in Squid Game and shifting the focus to someone else. Yet, the decision was changed, and we got a second round of player for 156 playing the Squid Game. While the final season is officially confirmed, we already know who will become the key characters of the spin-offs and upcoming series based on the Squid Game universe. More on that in a minute, but now let's come back to Gi-hun's future in Season 3. In Squid Game, small details often carry significant implications. That's why the theory of Gi-hun being Il-nam's son has become very strong. Just take a look on next facts. In Season 1, when Gi-hun steals his mother's card to withdraw money for horse race baits, we see her name on the card, Oh Malsoon. Her surname Oh is the same as Il-nam's, which hinting that Gi-hun's mother could be Il-nam's wife or a sister. Oh Il-nam becomes very close to Gi-hun, starting from their first meeting in the games. He is the one who meets Gi-hun outside the game, when all players are released, and inspires him to return to the deadly games again. Throughout their time together in the games, Il-nam often refers to Gi-hun as son, and once mentions that they are both from the same neighborhood. Before the marble game, Il-nam gives Gi-hun his jacket, claiming that it makes him look more solid. Knowing the nature of the game and unaware that they would play in pairs, Il-nam likely protected Gi-hun in this way from death. The Pink Soldiers, aware that player 001 is important, would ensure his safety. But even if all these facts don't convince you, another detail may shock you right away. During one of the shows, Jung-jae, who portrays Gi-hun, asked Byung-hun, who plays in Ho or the Frontman, to answer which of the following theories is true. If he answered incorrectly, he would have to eat spicy chicken wings. The theories were next ones. First, the island is a ship. Second, Gi-hun is the son of Il-nam. And third one, the Frontman is an undercover policeman. After a short pause, Byung-hun answered that none of the theories were correct, to which Jung-jae told him to eat the wing. After a brief moment of confusion, Byung-hun joked that, of course, he could spoil the ending of Season 3 by revealing which theory was right. Then, he started eating the spicy wing. Besides the fact that this interview is super fun and you need to give it a watch, we know for sure that this playful dialogue hints at two of the most possible events in Season 3. Either we will find out that Gi-hun really is the son of Il-nam, or we will finally discover the true reason behind the Frontman hosting the Squid Game. Share your predictions in the comments. There is one more strong theory that simply cannot be ignored due to the strong evidence. It will be highlighted in a moment, but for now, let's take a look at Gi-hun's fate in Season 3. Following Season 2, we know that Gi-hun enters the deadly games with the goal of stopping them. But he doesn't expect that he will just become the same player again, wearing the same number, and that the story of watching the people close to him die will repeat. During this season, we have no doubts. Gi-hun is determined to rescue the players inside, even if it costs him his own life. His fearlessness toward death was showcased even before the game started. Playing Russian roulette with the recruiter, Gi-hun not once had already accepted his death as an outcome. Or leading people behind his back during red light green light game showed his willingness to be shot instead of someone else. Even during the Mingle game, he prioritized organizing other players into groups before searching for his own group. Starting a rebellion, Gi-hun realized that this might lead to his death, yet it did not stop him from moving toward his goal to reach the owners of the game and stop the deaths of others. So it's clearly that throughout Season 2, Gi-hun's goal was to save as many players as possible. Yet exactly his actions led to losing the most important person for him. Player 390, Jung-jae, was Gi-hun's closest friend. Considering that Gi-hun had already been ready to die many times before, this loss could completely break his concern for his own life and naturally lead to his future decision to exchange his life for someone else's, sacrificing himself to protect a close person. Even though this is just an analysis of his actions, some real evidence was repeatedly hinted at in Season 2. The player 0 for 4 who presented herself as a shaman repeatedly reminded Gi-hun that his destiny led him to this place. During the Mingle game, appearing in one room made her give another prophecy. Looking at player 222, who is pregnant and entered the games to earn money for her and her baby's new life, she said Gi-hun that his role will be fulfilled in this game. So, will Gi-hun be the one to save player 222 and her unborn child, sacrificing his own life instead? One way or another, let's return to another strong theory that will make you rethink the future events in Season 3. We have already learned to pay close attention to even the smallest details in Squid Game. One such moment in Season 1 occurs when Gi-hun tries to avoid drinking milk, revealing his lactose intolerance. Nam casually remarks that Gi-hun reminds him of his son, who also dislikes milk. This seemingly innocent comment takes on new meaning when paralleled with a similar scene in Season 2 where the frontman Wang-in-ho also avoids milk and attempts to give it away. Could these connections hint at a deeper relationship between Nam and In-ho? Wang-in-ho, being once a dedicated policeman, lost the faith in humanity after being falsely accused of bribery and losing his job. The truth, however, was far more devastating. In-ho was desperately trying to save his wife, who tragically passed away because he couldn't afford medical care. This loss could become a turning point and lead his life journey to take on the shadowy role and become an heir on the frontman status after his father. The strong connection between In-ho and Nam was noticeable in Season 1, when In-ho stood near Nam's bed right after his death, deliberately avoiding Gi-hun. But this connection opens another shocking possibility. In-ho could be Gi-hun's brother, sharing the same father but having different mothers. It may sound like a mind game, but how can we deny the clues highlighted in this video? Share in the comments, do you predict the reveal of such a connection in Season 3? Even though we are going to witness either a happy or sad ending in Season 3, there is something more to look forward to in the future. In a recent interview, Wang Dong-hyuk, the director of Squid Game and the creator of its concept and script for all seasons, stated that he personally views the third season as the conclusion of this story. Gi-hun's story will reach its final resolution, fulfilling the vision of showcasing the Squid Game story through his perspective. In addition to this shocking revelation, Wang Dong-hyuk hinted at the possibility of redemption for the frontman in the series finale. However, fans were given a glimmer of hope for continuation as the director expressed openness to spin-off possibilities. He mentioned that if he revisited the Squid Game universe, it would explore different characters and new stories. Perhaps a spin-off focusing on the masked guards? By tradition in the videos, we count how many days are left until the premiere, so comment how many days are left from the day you're watching this video. And please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos in the future. Your subscription is the best reward and inspiration to create more videos like this. Like this video and come back soon for many new details about your favorite series.